guys, now I bought a highlighting palette from Sephora. Now this is by a brand called Cover FX. Oops, this is a very reflective box. Cover FX, and this is called the Perfect Light Highlighting Palette. Now I paid $42 for this, and the amount of product that you get here is 10.8 grams, that is 0.38 ounce of product. Now since this is a palette, you get 4 products here, and now also the one that I bought, the shade, the one that I bought is in medium deep. There's also a separate palette for light-skinned people. So yeah, there's one for fair light, and the one I bought is medium deep. Now at the back of the box it says this is paraben, fragrance, gluten, mineral oil, and talc free. And this palette is vegan. I'm not entirely sure about the light palette, the one for light pale skin. I'm not 100% sure if that's vegan, but this is. And also you can see the ingredients list of all of the 4 products at the back of the box. And this product is made in Canada. Now, did I mention I paid $42? Yeah, this cost $42. Now, this is what the product looks like. Now, the products here are a part of the permanent range. I think at least the powder highlighters. Yeah. Now this is essentially a strobing kit, which means there are 2 cream highlighters and 2 powder highlighters. So the cream and the powder highlighters of these 2, these are called Candlelight, and these 2 are called Sunlight. These are essentially the same color but in different forms. So are these. These 2 are the same color but different forms. Now let's jump into the swatches and then let's get into the reviews. Now I use a stippling brush in order to swatch the cream products. Now let's swirl the brush here. Let's first swatch Sunlight. This is Sunlight. Let's do brush swatches of the powder version of Sunlight. As you can see, the powder version of Sunlight is literally very subtle. There's hardly anything, actually, if you ask me. It's very subtle. You can definitely see it on your cheeks, but they're very subtle. Let's go one more. I am using a stiffer brush. It's not like the brush is not picking up much product, because this is a stiffer brush. I'm using the e.l.f. Small tapered brush, and for the cream products I used an e.l.f. Small stipple brush. So yeah, let's get it off, and let's do the next one. This is the cream version of, let's swirl in the brush, cream version of, this is Candlelight. Let's do it here. I'm using a different brush in order so that the shade does not get compromised. You can see the cream versions are beautiful and quite intense. Let's do the powder versions. Now, as you can see, the powder version is a little bit better in intensity when you compare it with the powder version of Candlelight? No, Sunlight. This is Candlelight. Now the powder version of Candlelight is kind of better when it comes to intensity when you compare it with the powder version of Sunlight. That's what I meant. So yeah, these are the swatches. Now as you can see, this is, like I said, this is a strobing kit. If you didn't know what strobing is just layering highlighting products. You can layer it with first go in with a liquid highlighter and then layer it with a powder highlighter, or you can go in with a cream highlighter, in this case a cream and a powder, cream highlighter, and then go in with a powder highlighter, or you can just layer all three. You can go in with a liquid, and then on top of you can go with a cream and then powder highlighter. Now these let's see the formulation. Now before formulation, I have here on this side I have sunlight, and on this side I have candlelight. Now these are in a gist, these are well formulated subtle highlighters. That's how I would describe these this palette. Now these are very well formulated. They go on very beautifully on the skin. It does not take a lot of skill. You don't have to sit and blend your highlighters or anything. They go on very beautifully, and on application it just lays beautifully on the skin, so that it does not need much blending. Just go in once, and then probably just a little twice you can just go in with a blending brush, and it will look beautiful. No harsh lines, nothing. And then it does not emphasize any fine lines, any wrinkles, any texture into your skin, that your skin might have. As you can see, I do have texture obviously, but you can't see much. You can't see anything. It when you look at your skin very close in the mirror, even with the magnifying mirror, you can't see any texture or any kind of fine line in your skin in the area where the highlighter is applied. It's beautiful on the skin. It does not have any chunky glitter, does not have any large size glitter. Now I will say the powder version of sunlight, no, not sunlight, the candlelight, the darker one, in the pan you can see like gold colored glitter in it, but on application you cannot see any glitter in any of these shades. These are beautifully formulated, and they're very good. They are very fine and very nice. But these are so subtle highlighters. The reason I say but, it's a con for me, because I usually lean towards intense highlighters. So subtle highlighting is not exactly my preference. So it's just a matter of preference that I did not like this product, because these are very subtle. Especially the powder highlighters are very subtle. Now on strobing, meaning on layering these products, of course the intensity does increase. Like as you can see how subtle the powder highlighters are, and but once you layer it on, it does show increase in pigmentation and the metallic finish. Both increase once you layer them, and they are very beautiful. If you are someone who likes subtle highlighters, these are very pretty, because the formulation is very good. So wanting a subtle highlighter or not is just a matter of preference. So yeah, did I touch upon, I'm not sure if I touched upon the amount of product that you get. In each pan you get 0.09 ounce of product, which is pretty good. And yeah, that is my review, guys. If you guys want to check this product out, I'd suggest, these are available both at Sephora and CoverFX's website, but I suggest you purchase it at Sephora, because the return policy is very easy. And yeah, I think I will keep this palette, because the formulation is very good. Also, I'm not another huge con, before I forget, is that the cream highlighters and the powder highlighters are placed side by side without any protection. Now the powder highlighters are very well pressed. They are not powdery, because when I take the brush in and try and pick up the product, there is no kick up. Not a lot. There is no kick up. The kick up is none. They are well pressed, and the powder highlighter does not fly everywhere. It does not get into the cream highlighter. So there's that. It doesn't seem to like not contaminate. I think over a period of time, if a lot of powder does keep falling into the cream highlighter, it might contaminate and maybe affect the performance of the cream highlighters. So there's that. But initially when I tried and when I was playing around with this palette, the powder highlighter does not like go and fly everywhere around the palette. It stays put in its place. So So probably that's why they placed both the cream and powder highlighters together. I don't know, but most people do not like it if cream and powder highlighters are placed side by side together. So yeah, I'd say you give this palette a try, because you might like it. So yeah, I'd suggest you buy it at Sephora, because the return policy is easy. And also another small thing that I did not like about this palette is because cream highlighters, you would need to use two different kind of brushes, definitely. Or I'm not sure how these layer on with finger, because I did not try them. Try to apply these with fingers, the cream highlighters with fingers. So I don't know how they would perform, how they would apply if I use my fingers. So you would definitely need two different kinds of brushes if you want to buy this palette and keep it. You would definitely need two kinds of brushes. So that is kind of a little bit of high maintenance. So yeah, these are my thoughts and views on this particular product, you guys. Hope you found this video useful and informative, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked watching it, and please subscribe. Bye.